What's up, Spartans? So, like I said, I would be doing a video for this. I'm going to be getting back into it, hopefully for both clans. First one that we had for my return is against Regulators. We've actually know Regulators pretty well. Seabass and a couple of the other guys came from there. They warred here for a little bit and then left. No big deal. I believe ACN, who's in SL, is actually from Regulators. But it was actually kind of a weird matchup. They had the advantage up top. We had the hero advantage at the bottom. So it kind of worked out in a weird way. Close war. It was an off war for them. They had a lot of problems with the nines, everything like that. We had a bunch of dips. We only had one Town Hall 10 triple. And the rest were 2-starred. We had one Town Hall 11 with 1 star on it. Still got the win. I was happy to see that. Just going to go over a couple of the attacks here. First one was a Town Hall 11 dip on this by Roji. Does a mass Valk attack. I'm going to try to do like a variety of attacks on this. I don't want to do like all Queen Wako Vaho or anything like that. Just kind of gets repetitive. So I want people to know that there are different attacks. But he does a good job. Queen down. Most of the defenses are down, and he's dealing with the CC already. One Expo and a Mortar hitting him right now. And then down the bottom, he starts one Golem, Whiz for funnel, and then he drops his Valks in. Grand Warden behind him. We've seen this plenty of times. Valks are just crazy. There goes the first Inferno Tower. Most of the defenses are down. Freeze on the second one. Here goes the second one, and basically, at this point, with your healers up, you have Valks, Wiz, Queen, King, minions. It's basically just cleanup. Really well done attack. Town Hall 11 is just getting stronger and stronger day by day. So this is one of the strats that's been around for a little bit now. Hoping to get some more bowler attacks in. And I want to get a couple Laloons just because that has come back with the new troop upgrade for Lava Hounds and all that. So next one I wanted to show is Zero. Newer guy to We Are Spartans, but he kind of does an older attack that we haven't necessarily done in a while, or I've seen in a while, and that's Mass Golem 1 on 9. I mean, it's a slow attack. As you can see, it takes a while, but it still can be done if the base calls for it. 2 Golems down, Wiz and Queen for funnel. Breaks into this first one. He has 4 jumps and poisons. There goes the first jump spell. 2 Golems down in front of the Wiz and the Queen. And at this point, he's just going to repeatedly just sprinkle in Wiz and Golem as it dictates. I mean, that's the whole point of this attack. It kind of just goes right around the base. A little bit slower, not as flashy as like Queen Wako Vaho or Stone Goho, whatever you want to call it. But it's still a solid attack. I mean, I've seen it done a couple wars ago by one person, but it's really not a major attack anymore. But that's kind of what I wanted to show this for, was that it's not always about Valks. I've seen so many Town Hall 9s just repeatedly try Valkyries and fail. Not saying they aren't good. Obviously, they're very good. But not every base calls for a Govaho, or not every base calls for a Laloon. So it's one of those things we got to get better at, I don't know, being more versatile. I mean, if we attack the same way and fail repeatedly, it's just crazy to watch. It's really annoying, too. So good job, Zero. I mean, welcome to We Are Spartans. I know you're pretty new. I don't know exactly how long you've been here because I took a bit of a personal break. But still really well done with that attack. Way to think outside the box. Next up, we have this guy, Bat. He's going to do kind of a Queen Wako Vaho. Not to the max. I mean, it's light on Valks, but it is what it is. So he starts his Queen Walk, minions down to push her up top. Well done. Giant down to get the wall breakers there. I mean, when you get that kind of setup and your queen going the right way, it's pretty easy. Pulls the Hound, which the Hounds are on 9s are just a time waste. I mean, the max Lava Hound is crazy with how much health it has. But he took care of it pretty quick. Starts down below, King and the Valks. Doesn't even really need Golem, just because it was a straight entry into the base. But he pretty much made this into 3 lanes. First one was taken out by the Queen up top. The middle was the Valkyries and the king, and then down below was the hound, the hogs. Sorry, haven't had all my coffee yet, but at this point, it's just basically cleanup. I mean, he really picked the base apart really well thought out. Because I mean, if you could break it into 3 lanes like that, even if you have 12 hogs, you could probably get that lane on the right side there. Just because the middle lane with the king and the Valkyries just tank for the whole thing, so your hogs can just pick apart the defenses. Have a couple more raids here. Wanted to stop and while I'm looking for the raids I want to see. Wanted to ask you guys if you guys wanted to see anything in particular. I mean, I know I'm trying to find bowler raids, stuff like that, but there has to be something else that some other people want to see. It's weird how many different attacks we have now. It's not one is more overpowered than anything else. I'm not totally sold on Valkyries at Town Hall 9. But, I mean, it can be done. I mean, this is the second one we're seeing with Valkyries in it, but it kind of gets repetitive, and it kind of is like beating your head against the wall. But Table Flipper does a really good job here. Great funnel. And what I really liked about what he does is he uses his hogs in tandem with his kill squad. Excuse me. He doesn't pour them all in and hope for the best. He waits for his kill squad to get to the defenses so his hogs can go in there pretty much untouched. His golems are still up. His king and queen are still up. I mean, really well planned out. Too many times I see guys who drop hogs like opposite side of the kill squad, and it just doesn't work out. The hogs just get decimated. And, I mean, he basically went in a circle around that middle core there. I mean, that's pretty simple if you can do that. Dead space bases are kind of done. I mean, this isn't a fully dead space base, but it kind of is. I mean, dead space is just in the core, or there's a compartment with pretty much nothing in it, no defenses or anything like that. They've kind of been out of the loop for a little bit now. It may come back. I'm not saying they aren't possible. But the last one I want to show you is by Dennis. Newer guy, really trying hard. Has some interesting attacks. I really like watching some of his attacks. Been practicing hard, asking for help. That's the only thing I can ask you guys to do is to ask for help. If you guys ask me or ask any of the SL guys, leaders, We Are Spartans, we'll help you with whatever you need. It's just when you don't ask that we can't help you. So, starts on the bottom, Queen Walk, pulls a CC, obviously. Most of the time when I see a Town Hall 9 fail is either when the CC doesn't get pulled or the CC doesn't go down if it's not taken into effect. Myself included. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the best Town Hall 9 in the world, but he does kind of an opposite or split kill squad here. Queen Walk on the bottom, King's up top, and then he's going to drop his hogs in with the golems and the king and everything like that. Yet again, all those defenses are pretty much taking the damage for him, or hitting the kill squad instead of his hogs. So, really well done. I mean, he's got an extra heal here. Last defenses are going down, and now it's just cleanup. Brought a great amount of cleanup troops, which is really well done. I always run out of cleanup troops and end up with like a 95% 1-star or something like that. So, great war, guys. We got the win. Was a little shaky, but we'll get there. 9s need to get a little better, but that's pretty much every clan. I'm not saying that's only us. But tune in. 2 days from now, I'll have a video of our current war, which is a big one for us. I'm excited about it. Let me see if I can bring it up. But we're going against One Hive Invicta. So we'll see what we can figure out. Thanks, guys. And if you have anything, please let me know, all right? Later.